Hello everybody and welcome to a What's in My Camera Bag video. In my Barmouth vlog, which was one of my first videos, I did actually go through what gear I use to make my videos, but since then I have upgraded my gear and whatnot. So I will just be running you through what's in my camera bag today. Now because I'm using my camera to film this video, my microphone and my tripod, I will be using my GoPro to record what's in my camera bag after I've recorded this part, and plus I'm in a hotel room because I'm on a course through work, so I don't really have anywhere to lay down my bag in front of me and show you. So this is probably going to be one of the most low budget what's in my camera bag videos you have ever seen, and I apologise for that, but I'm going to get straight into it nonetheless. So let's begin. Beginning with the bag that I am actually using. This is a Manfrotto Pro Light backloader, I believe, and it's the medium version, which I think is around 35 litres, I believe. I'm not quite sure, but I will put links in the description to everything that I have here, so whatever it is, it will be down there. So I went with this bag because I was going to go for the Peter McKinnon Everyday bag, which I don't know if it's out yet, but I gave up looking because it kept being delayed and delayed and delayed, and I needed a camera bag. So I bought this one because it's basically exactly the same apart from like two things that don't matter to me. So yeah, I just went for it, I did my research, and I bought this bag. So this one is a back loader, so you've got the zips that go around the back and you can take off the back. There's no side access. I did my research into side access and I just really did not want side access because it just looked like something that I would never use. So instead, on the side, there's these like elasticated drink cup holders things, and I whack my tripod in the side of there, and over the top of this audio you will probably be seeing that after I record this part. As I said, I'm gonna go around with my GoPro, so you'll probably be seeing that on screen right now. Now, accompanying the cup holders, you have these straps on the side, and they just have a little clip there. So I wrap that round my tripod once it's in there, just to fasten it to the side of the bag so it doesn't fall out. There's some pockets on the front, or a pocket at the front. There's top access, and yeah, I think I should just get into the bag. Shall I hold it like this? I don't know whether this is the right way to do a camera bag video, but I've never done one before, so it's a learning curve. So I'm going to start with the back of the backpack, which is this part right here, which I should be showing on screen. If not, this is a terrible video. On the back here, we have some nice little pockets, like mesh pockets. In there I hold my filters for my camera. I think this is the Earth Essential kit. So it comes like this, which is like really cool. I don't know if you can see that if I catch the light. And it's like aluminium casing, and you've got 3 filters in one, and you have these caps that are on either end and they all screw together, and that's just like a really nice way to protect them. So in there I've got an ND filter, which is 200 to 400 stops. I have a circular polarizer, and I have a standard UV filter, and they are to fit 2 of my lenses, which I will get onto at some point. However, there is an issue where I will need to buy some more, but I don't know whether they're going to fit on this lens, but we'll see. Also in that pocket, which I'm going to have to show over the overlay, is the tripod adapter that fastens to my camera and allows me to put my camera on my tripod, and I keep that in that pocket, and I also keep the cable for my microphone in that pocket, and I will get onto the microphone and the tripod at some point. So in the top right hand pocket I have an Earth microfiber cloth that came with my filters. I also have a spare SD card for when this one runs out of space. This one is only 32 gig, but it's one that I had left over from my old camera, so I thought I'd just whack that in my bag. The one I'm currently using in this camera is I think 128 gig, and so far that's been enough just for like daily vlogs and stuff. I say daily vlogs, I've never made daily vlog content because I don't have the life for that. I'm too busy for daily vlogs. I also keep the cover for battery in that pack, just in case I take the battery out of this camera. I will be getting a second battery, but I don't have the money for that yet, and I don't want to get a knockoff because that won't last as long as the Canon ones do. So then moving up to the top of that back piece, you'll see this tab here that you just pull up and it's Velcro, and then behind there I keep my 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro, which is a little bit dirty at the moment, so I apologise for that. At least it gets some use. But I use this to edit all of my vlogs. I've done some editing on my desktop PC back at home, but most of it has been done on this laptop here. I use DaVinci Resolve, which is just fantastic because it's free and it's professional. So it works a treat. The M1 chip in this makes this super quick, which is fantastic. So I do a lot of work on this laptop. Moving on to the top access. Now I'll show on an overlay on screen, you can configure this top access to be all the way into the bag, 2/3 of the way into the bag, or 1/3 of the way into the bag. And this is one of the things that was similar to the Peter McKinnon bag that I really wanted. So that is why I went with this bag, because it has its own little compartment with top access, so you can reach in at the top and keep whatever you want in there. At the moment I have it configured to store clothes, so I've got it 2/3 of the way into the bag, and all of my clothes that I bought with me on this course go into the top there. However, for the purpose of this video, what I have stored in there is my GoPro carry case, which isn't currently housing a GoPro because the GoPro is on charge. In there I have my SD card adapter, which the micro SD card that goes into that is 256 gig. I got that just Amazon Basics, really good. I've got a spare GoPro battery, I've got my USB-C cable to connect to my computer, and I have a mount that I don't know what to do with yet because I also have a chest mount, but I keep that in my car. What I also have stored in the top here are my Polaroid sunglasses, which I just keep with me at all times because I have prescription glasses, so if it gets sunny I can't just wear random sunglasses. I also have the cable for my camera charger. Now I'm going to move on to the front access of the bag. Now the front access is really cool, and I'll pick my bag up to show you, because you have this flap that comes down here once you unzip it, and you've got two pockets, and then you've also got like the whole pocket that goes down to the bottom. In that pocket, the one that goes all the way down to the bottom, I normally keep my Mac cable, and the actual plug I put into the top access. But in the little pockets on the side, I keep the main part of the Canon battery charger. On the other side, in the other pocket, I have this USB adapter for the MacBook because they stupidly only have USB-C ports. And I also have a 2TB hard drive for storing photos and video on. I just want to briefly mention before we get into the back of the bag that the tripod that I normally have in the side here, I will show on the overlay, is just I think it's like the cheapest Manfrotto tripod I could have gone with. I think it was like £50 on sale at Curry's. And it's very basic, it doesn't do anything fancy, it just has 3 legs and you attach the camera to the top. But that's all I needed, so that's all I bought. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the back of the bag. This next section will mostly be B-roll over the top of this, but you will notice the configuration in the back is very limited, and that's because my collection of lenses and cameras is still growing, so I've only been at this for a year, so I can only buy so many things. I'm gonna kick it off with the first lens, and that is the kit lens that I got with my camera, which is the EFS 18-55mm by Canon. And it's proven me, well, it's done a really good job at kickstarting this YouTube channel. Even though, you know, I don't have many subscribers and I don't get many views, this has really made my channel what it is. and I think it's fantastic. It's a really good lens just to get started, and obviously later down the line I will replace it with something a bit more expensive, but for now this works perfectly. It's got a good focal length, you know, 18 to 55mm, covers a lot of bases, and if I want to go further than that, I'll move on to the next lens, which is the 75 to 300. I believe this also comes as a kit lens, but I didn't get it as my kit lens, obviously, because I got the other one. And this is also a really good lens. I mean, 75 to 300, that's pretty good. Zooms pretty far. Now, the only problem I do have with this is I didn't buy it myself. I got it from an old friend who lent it to me, and they gave it to me kind of in a sorry state, where the autofocus doesn't work, and it's a bit hard to get it into focus. Have to look through the viewfinder, and if I'm shooting a video I don't really want to be focusing too much on focusing. But it is great for just some zoom shots, and yeah, works really well. It's a good lens. Now, on top of that lens I keep my microphone. Obviously I can't show you that now because it's on the camera, but yeah, I take the cable off the back, put the cable in that pocket that I showed earlier, and I whack that on top of that lens. Shall I change lenses for this? Yeah, I think I'll change lens. You will notice I'm a bit more zoomed in now. That's because I changed to the 18 to 55 so I could show off my new lens, which I've added to my collection. That is the Canon EFS 10 to 18, and I will use this from now on to do my vlogs, and I'm really excited to start that. I have some vlogs planned very soon. My first impressions of this, fantastic, nice and wide without too much distortion, and I think it's going to make for some good videos. I'm just going to give you an example of how different this lens is. So this is currently at 18mm, which is what I was on previously with the lens that I just had on. And now I'm just gonna zoom out. I know you saw it earlier, but it's that difference. It makes so much of a difference, and if I was vlogging you could just be able to see so much more around me, and I'm really excited to use this lens to vlog with. I think that is it for what is in my camera bag. I look forward to updating my collection and doing more of these videos. I'm not currently at a point where I can do them yearly like some bigger YouTubers do, but hopefully I'll be able to do them sooner than later. So that'll be really fun and something to look forward to. But for now I'm going to end this video, so please make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, like the video, do all the shit, and I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully, I'm praying, will be a vlog back in Barmouth on this lens. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.